Welcome back to Flight Plan, your all-access pass to the world of general aviation in the Lehigh Valley. For commercial airline pilot Robert Fuchs, the thought of retirement without an airport or an aircraft in his future was unthinkable. So, Fuchs has opened Braden Aviation. And now he's ready to share decades of knowledge and his passion for flying with the community.
At age 15 and a half, learning to fly and just retiring, mandatory retirement from the airlines at age 65. I mean, I've been doing this for 50 years. I don't play golf, so now that I'm retired, I have to do something. You can get that dream started just coming out to a local airport, at a nice local airport like Braden. Well, we can offer them all the training possible, from their basic licensure all the way up to their advanced license. We do offer flight training through an online course. They can learn at their own pace. We also conduct ground school sessions with the individual students besides their flight training. The average person is probably going to take about a year to learn to get their license. We're trying to make it welcoming here for people to come out and experience what general aviation is. Aviation is amazing because a small airplane can go anywhere.
We've taxied over here to Queen City Airport, or XLL. Who would want to be in a classroom during the summer? Well, if it's a flying classroom, hundreds of kids from the Allentown School District Century 21 Promise program had a chance to enjoy that experience with Barrington Irving, a renowned pilot from the state of Florida.
We want them to envision where aviation can take them, and sometimes that's the hardest part. I started off, grew up in some really tough neighborhoods in Miami, and my life changed thanks to an airline pilot who flew a Boeing 777, and he introduced me to an industry from just a chance meeting, and I ended up setting a Guinness World Record of becoming, at the time, the youngest person to fly solo around the world. I made 27 stops in 13 countries. So I went up the East Coast all the way to St. John's, Canada, which is the most eastern airport in North America, crossed the Atlantic through the Azores, went through Spain, Italy, Greece, Dubai, India, Hong Kong, Taiwan, and then worked my way back through Alaska to be here in Allentown, working with the airport authority, working with the 21st Century Department from Allentown Public Schools. We want kids to explore, engage, and innovate. I can't tell you the amount of kids who have an experience like this and say, not only do I want to become a pilot, but I want to become a technician, or I want to become an air traffic controller. So we want to create this level of exposure where, yes, you can utilize aviation to achieve your highest self, but at the end of the day, we want them to know, look, there's a real career path here for you, and we need you. And it starts right here in your backyard.
The rehabilitation of runway 1533 at XLL was completed last year, which included enhanced LED runway lighting. That opened the door for a brand new electrical vault to be installed. Here is Planning and Programming Manager for the Lehigh Northampton Airport Authority, Ryan Rockovitz.
This year we completed phase 2 of our airfield electrical enhancements for runway 1533, and that included the installation of a new centralized airfield electrical vault for Queen City. So the equipment that we currently had in there was beyond its useful life. So since we were doing the runway 1533 project, that's why we said now's the time for us to get this equipment out of here, give us new equipment, and give us an actual airfield vault to kind of make it safe and decouple everything that's in there. The equipment that's being out there now is all LED driven for lighting, so we have to update the regulators that service that. So it's more of an operational need and maintenance need for us to keep up with the new design standards that are coming on out for the FAA and lighting systems.
We'll stay focused on the infrastructure here at XLL as some major investment is about to be put towards rehabilitating Taxiway Alpha. Here again is Ryan Rockovitz.
This year we completed our Taxiway Alpha feasibility study with the FAA and our engineer staff of McFarland and Johnson. And with that, we had to really look at our current condition of Taxiway Alpha and see how we want to design it for future needs here at Queen City. As a result of that feasibility study, it's moving forward with the next project, which would be the design of this taxiway. So currently there are no airfield lights that serve this taxiway or signage for that, so that'll be included in that. And then also, this does not meet our current FAA runway standards. And that means we would have to adjust this taxiway 40 feet over to the north to make it FAA compatible. Really won't be seeing construction of this taxiway for maybe about 2-3 years from now, and it really just goes around the funding that we're going to be receiving from the FAA for this project.
A new destination for us here on Flight Plan in episode 2. It's Lehigh Valley International Airport, or ABE, where just over my shoulder you see the typical commercial aircraft that is getting ready to push back from the gate, taxi, and take off. Before you know it, you will see electric aircraft operating here at ABE. That's right, as they are manufactured and certified by the FAA, we will not be left behind. We're already charged up. Here's Director of Planning and Programming, Ryan Meyer.
This past year we had Beta Technologies, a electric aircraft manufacturer company, come in, approach us to actually put in a electric aircraft charger, which is what you see behind me, trying to set up a network basically around the country while they're getting the aircraft certified. Beta Technologies actually coordinated with one of our on-call consultants, McFarland Johnson, coordinated with PPL, obviously, to get the hookups and the power to the site. This spot really lended itself well from the GA side, is right next to the FBO. It had a benefit, and the other piece that actually could be usable in the future is the charger could actually be used for electric ground support equipment as well. On top of this, I actually put in 2 vehicle charging stations out in the parking lot. I never envisioned this would be somewhere where we'd go, even from flying and then obviously working at the airport, that we'd be seeing electric aircraft. But just as technology continues to improve, it's definitely coming. It's just a matter of when. But the infrastructure is always the biggest piece. So I think having this ability once it comes is a big step in the right direction.
This aircraft behind me is ready to take off, and so are we. Thank you for watching episode 2 of Flight Plan. We'll see you again soon.